People say I yell too much in my videos, so I'm going to try to get through this video without fucking yelling, okay? Shit. Well, that's fucked. Have you guys heard of this Donald Trump guy? Apparently he's the president now. You'd never know it, though, due to the press so rarely covering him.
President Trump today did something striking and really without precedent in the White House or this White House or any White House until now.
President Trump briefly walked outside the White House in golf gear today.
President Trump launched a tweet that I found unusually atrocious.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kate Baldwin in for Aaron Burnett. Welcome to a special edition of Out Front. Out Front tonight, Trump fumes. The president railing against his attorney general. Yes, again.
When the Trump administration started this policy of ripping kids away from their parents and not giving them back, we now know that they thought no one would mind.
All right, President Trump slamming stalled trade talks with Canada. The president tweeting, "We shouldn't have to buy our friends with bad trade deals and free military protection."
It's called fear. Trump in the White House.
Pressure mounting all around the president. People shocked at just how much pressure this president is under.
President Trump's latest conspiracy theory is a flat-out lie. In a rant against the media, he tweeted, in part, quote, "When Lester Holt got caught fudging my tape on Russia, they were hurt badly."
Yeah, but President Trump, he's making that argument last night in Indiana saying, hey, look, my poll numbers with my own party, Republican voters, they are through the roof.
All right, I'm Ali Velshi in for Lawrence O'Donnell. The President of the United States loves to talk about breaking records, but he will not be bragging about the record that he broke today.
We've got to start with the president. He was taking the stage in Evansville, Indiana, to campaign for Republican Senate nominee Mike Braun.
Thing one tonight, there's a building in Chicago, Illinois, you might have heard of. It's called Trump Tower. It's a Trump building. It is in Chicago, and that building is being sued by the Illinois Attorney General because it is allegedly killing a huge number of fish.
President Trump and stunning claims now revealed in the sentencing agreement from his former aide.
The president also fighting back after comments he made about trade talks with Canada.
Nah. Our media definitely has a giant hate boner for Donald Trump, with the exception of Fox News, where he's worshipped as a god, or Breitbart.com, where he's worshipped as slightly better than God. So, to me, he's just as fictional. Look, he's the president. What he does is supposedly important, and it makes sense to cover him, but I swear they cover every time he blows his nose. The media covers Trump like a leprechaun, gives them a gold coin every time they say his name. Here you go! That's my best leprechaun voice! It sucks. Why? My kingdom for a good leprechaun impersonation. They're like teenage girls, you know, like, "Dear diary, you'll never believe what Trump did today." Trump seems like a big orange distraction, you know? The major problems of our country are not problems created by Donald Trump. Trump didn't create poverty. Trump didn't create the rigged economy. Trump didn't create the drug war, the private prison industrial complex, the military industrial complex, the terrible healthcare system, the crumbling infrastructure, the opioid crisis, climate change, money in politics, blah, 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 blah. All the other gigantic fucking problems facing our country, and in some cases our entire fucking planet. He's not going to fix those things. Of course not. But neither did the last guy. Remember? Remember how Obama's like, change? Well, what really changed? None of those things did. That's for fucking sure. The guy before Obama, did he fix it? Did he change it? No. Neither did the guy before him or the guy before him, and so on and so fucking forth. Seems to me like we're stuck in a cycle of president after president where people either reflexively attack them or reflexively defend them based solely on party affiliation and pet issues. Let's fight about guns. Let's fight about foreigners. Let's fight about gender. Let's fight about abortion. Let's fight about gay wedding cakes. Let's fight about people kneeling for the national anthem. Let's fight about Nike hiring people that kneeled for the national anthem. You know what? Let's just fucking fight. Who cares what it's about? Now, some of those things are legitimate issues in my appraisal and some are not. But the way they're used in politics is not about momentum towards any sort of real change, but rather just as wedge issues to divide the populace and galvanize them as for or against whatever cult of personality is the public head of the U.S. government hydra during whatever 4-year interval the scandal happens in. Where is this breaking news story? This just in, the drug war continues to be a huge, embarrassing failure that keeps our per capita prison rate the highest on the face of the earth, making an absolute mockery of the idea that we as a people cherish freedom. Well, part of the reason the news doesn't talk about such things is that they're not just in, you know? They've become so status quo that people have accepted them as the norm. Familiarity doesn't breed contempt in the American people. It breeds apathy. When Columbine happened, when I was a kid, it was viewed as one of the most horrific events in our nation's history. Now, shootings happen and people barely react. Another day, another shooting. We've stopped even having the perfunctory gun debate anymore. America has enough mass shootings to be bored by them. We can't even muster enough concern to make them a conversation piece anymore. It's like, hey, did you hear about the latest shooting? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, well, how many? 22 people died? I don't care. It raises a question. How many problems of ours will we fail to address out of sheer boredom? Our infrastructure is crumbling. Our bridges and roads are in dire straits. Our airports and railways are a joke. Meh. 45 million people in our wealthy nation live below the poverty line, and tons more are really close to it. We're supposed to be the land of opportunity, but opportunities are few and far in between for many of these people. We've got a larger percentage of our population in prison than everywhere else on the face of the earth. Dude, shut up. It's such a downer, man. It's so boring. Oh, it's so boring. Hey, that NFL player is kneeling for the national anthem, and Nike just hired him to shill their fucking shoes and shit. What? God damn! Hell no! Not on my watch! Proud to be an American! Where at least I know I'm free! Fuck Colin Kaepernick! I'm gonna burn all my Nike shit to symbolically protest Nike's symbolic support of his symbolic gesture! Cause that's what's important, right? Wrong, actually. Liberals and conservatives alike in this culture seem to be infatuated with superficial distractions and absolutely bored to tears with and defeated by the real problems of actual consequence to their lives. How much of this is media brainwashing and how much of it is just human nature? I don't know. But whatever the reason for this, the results are the same. A populace who would much rather have a figurehead like Trump to either worship blindly, oh, he's MAGA, MAGA, Master, MAGA, or to burn in effigy as a scapegoat. Trump's the reason bad things happen. Remember before Trump, everything was great. No, I don't remember that, actually. They'd rather do that than devote any time or attention to the real problems facing them. America's like a man who's getting the shit beat out of him, and he's not worried about the dudes punching him. He's instead worried about the blood he might get on his area rug. America's like a woman getting sexually assaulted, but she's more concerned about the rapist's tacky home decor, like, who has popcorn ceilings anymore? Look, I'm not saying Trump isn't a problem, because he clearly is, but he's being covered like he's the problem, and he's not. He's just another symptom. Agree? Disagree? Agree. Tell me about it. Rate this video, subscribe to this channel, and subscribe to my podcast, Deep Fat Fried. Hit the little stupid alert bell that you have to click for some reason. And most helpful of all, please support me on Patreon and all the relevant links. They're down there in the fucking description. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out! Fuck you got.